Post game as Albany defeats NJIT 62-54. Mike Ventola, head coach Mike Lane, and coach. Obviously, the result not looking for, but certainly a learning experience today. You know, it's been such an unbelievable ride for your team in a sense of being 4-0 coming into today's game, but really getting that first chance of going toe-to-toe with another undefeated team. How much of a learning experience do you feel like your players were able to take away here from today?
Well, we'll find that out. It can be a learning experience if you learn from it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So that's what the message was in the locker room. Like, hey, there's a lot of lessons there. We even talked about it right after the game. Then we talked about it again in the locker room. But that was a heavyweight bout today. Two undefeateds going at it here mid-January. That's new ground for us. Yes. And I liked our battle. I liked our fight. It looked very dire there late third quarter. I thought we just didn't have energy. I thought the press gave us some energy, at least in the fourth quarter, to kind of get back in the game and at least make it competitive. But they were just tougher than us today, and that's hard to take.
And I'm glad you brought up the fourth quarter because they were pressing you so much from quarters 1 through even quarter 4. But it felt like as the game went on, you were able to adjust and be able to beat that 1-2-2 press that they were throwing your way. And not only with that as well, too, you had looks. Obviously, there were, early in the game, the efficiency was there. But what do you feel like that things kind of went sour there maybe in quarters 2 and 3? Was it just the energy level, or do you think there was something within, from a technical or play or just how your team played that kind of didn't go your way that allowed Albany to get settled in and have a double-digit scoring lead at some point?
Well, we knew they were going to press for 40 minutes. So we were prepared for that. We knew that was coming. They're second in the country and scoring defense. That's not by accident. Some of that, I thought turnover-wise, we obviously had some really egregious ones, bad ones. That's going to happen. You're facing a press for 40 minutes. You're not going to pitch a perfect game.
Nope.
And especially without Lizzie. And it's not an excuse. We have plenty of kids on the court that can beat a press. But that was certainly different. And I thought we did an awesome job, in fact, with what we had to deal with today and be able to kind of handle the press as well as maybe I would have expected us to. I thought where the press really hurt us was pace.
Yeah.
I thought our pace against the press was very slow. It's probably my messaging a little bit. I got to coach that better because I thought they were patient. I thought they were, maybe too deliberate, though. And then it was kind of late. They took off 10, 12 seconds. Now we're getting into the offense a little bit later. And that was something we talked about. We wanted to get the ball to the wing. We wanted to get the ball right to the post after that press break. I thought we did that very early in the first quarter. We established Kimmy right away. And then, it's just hard to keep that discipline against a press. It's why it works. It's why we just threw in a press on the fly.
Yes.
And it worked.
It worked. Well, that's the thing, too. You talked about Albany's defense. They're very much, their offense is generated from their defense. So, for them to score 62 points right around their average. So, you guys were able to, and you guys obviously are so similar across the board in the statistical numbers. One thing I did want to bring up to you real quickly was the second chance. Obviously, they had 14 second chance. You had 2. But I feel like it's a little misleading because you guys had looks. How much do you weigh that, okay, maybe only 2 points because maybe some of those shots didn't go in or, or just because of their defense able to take away that opportunity for those second chance to fall in for you guys?
No, I think our activity needed to be better. I'm not saying you're putting them, taking them off the hook.
Right.
I thought our activity could have been better. Did we have chances for second chance? Yes. I thought we faded away on them. I thought we tried to get the ball out of our hands quickly. It's not how you score in that. And I thought they were very patient in the post. That's how you have to be, and especially late where we did have a couple stops that we needed. But again, you can't make that such a critical part of the game. Like we need that miss with 6 minutes left in the fourth quarter, because it's a 50-50 ball off the glass at some point. And, and today it felt like it was 70-30 them, unfortunately. But that's also what they're good at. We knew that they were going to crash the glass. I just did not like our physicality. I thought they were a much tougher team today. And we saw that on rebounding for sure.
Well, look. Obviously, after 5 games, you're 4-1. Still very much sitting in a great spot here in the conference, but the road doesn't get any easier. That's, what you sign up for here playing in this conference. You got to go to Vermont next, and they're a team that's always been historically, they play tall, they play tough. As you and I sit here and talk, they beat UMBC earlier today, so obviously they're coming in off a victory. As you get prepared for a team like Vermont, where do you go in regards to the drawing board? I know we discussed a lot. Is there anything else in addition to what we talked about that you'd like to see your team work on between now and the trip up to Vermont?
Well, I think every time we've talked, it comes down to turnovers or rebounding. I trust our offense is going to get shots. I thought we had some shots today, and against a very good defense. I think we will take those lessons. Like, we can get shots. I thought our pace could have been better in the offense. So I like where our offense is going to be all the time. And it's like, can we rebound? Will we rebound? And can we control the ball? And will we control the ball? And Vermont, like anybody else, is going to challenge that.
Yeah.
And they're very good in the post. Obviously, Olsen is, if not the best post player in the league, certainly makes an argument. And so they're going to see this game, and they're going to see all those points in the paint from Albany. And we just did not win the paint today. That's one of the main things we talk about every day. You gotta pound the paint on offense. You gotta win the paint on defense. And today we just didn't do that as well as we have in the previous 4 games. And so we didn't get the result that we're generally used to. And so, I think that's the lesson. If we can take that forward, if we can learn that stuff, we need to see that on Wednesday night in Burlington.
All right, Coach. Well, best of luck on Wednesday. Looking forward to seeing you back next Saturday when you welcome in Binghamton. So, obviously, keep this this good start going.
Yeah, no, we're excited. Again, I'm incredibly proud of the girls.
Yeah.
I thought this was a really good game.
Oh, yeah.
And it looked like it could have gone very ugly. and we, scrapped and fought at the end, and that's what we needed a little bit more of in the previous 30 minutes. So they got to think about that. That was my challenge to them in their off day tomorrow. They got to figure out why that happened, and I got to figure out why that happened, and we got to come with a little bit more edge.
Alrighty. Well, folks, that's Coach Mike Lane. Once again, Albany defeating NJIT 62-54.